Yeah, no, we do need to do this, the final note.
My very first memory is that of hitting a piano key. My small, chubby finger, the cold, smooth ivory under my skin. And then, acceleration, pure joy as I heard the immediate response to my action. The sound that appeared just because I pressed that key. I'm not gonna let it go. I won't be imprisoned.
Oh, this one we play as the wife. See, I don't remember this at all. I remember the DLC with the daughter. I don't remember this one, but I think it was... Yeah, I don't think this is new.
You mustn't give up. You had everything any of us ever wanted. You still do. Your talent, your marriage, your daughter. Neither of these went away. The only thing the flames changed was you. You have power over yourself. Live your life. Reclaim it. Don't let your body be your cage.
Beatrice Gillespie. I don't aim where your vest be.
I need someone to confide in. And that someone is me.
The house, obviously, in a much better state.
Hush now, my baby. I'll tell you a tale. There was a man whose world wasn't pale. There was a woman who made the world sing. And they found love, the most beautiful
Obviously,
thing.
this being her and the husband, right? Now, I say in a better state, but these are still all broken and messed up. Oh! Well, alright then. Hey, we're delving into the world of Silent Hill, I guess. This makes sense, though, right? The wife, after everything that happened, she feels chained in her own house, trapped.
After some time, they had a child that brought light to their life. A lot of light.
You were saying,
She
yeah,
loved
oops,
her
spoke too
parents,
early.
Her dolls and her toys. And even Daddy wasn't mad at her noise.
This is cool, dude. This looks sick.
Then, one day, there was a fire. It took from Mommy all her desires. She didn't know what to do with her life.
So she drank it away, and her hope did die.
And then, she found a very sharp knife.
Before we go into the restroom, as we know exactly what's going to happen, is there anything right here? No. Oh, wait, no, this is not the restroom. What am I talking? No, wait. Hey, that's quite different. Let me back in here. Yeah, no, that's not the restroom. Sorry, the restroom is downstairs, not up here. I was hoping maybe with the knife we could cut up the painting. This is so sick, though. This is like very Silent Hill-esque.
It's so dark in here. Time to let
We
the
got the
light in.
power of light. Oh, similar to the mechanic, right? We can focus, yeah. Okay, so obviously this is going to be locked. We're gonna need to find something to, Now, unlike the lamp... Oh, so it's the reverse of the lamp. The lamp, you held it out and it would increase the bar because it would overheat. This one you have to put it away, otherwise it consumes charge. Now, I'm not mad that we don't have to find batteries or anything, but it doesn't make much sense that if I use this, it consumes battery, and then if I put it away, it recharges. Also, another cool thing though, one of the options is to be able to see the bar. I didn't pay attention to it on the lantern, although you can see the color intensify. You can see the battery on the flashlight itself. You can see that little meter depleting. That's pretty cool. But, you know, for being in the 60s, 50s, whenever this took place, having a rechargeable battery with an LED indicator, that's pretty dope. That's pretty ahead of its time. That's locked. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I know I said this yesterday, but yeah, I really need to watch a video after we finish the remake and see what they changed. That way I can see what was actually new and just simply things that I did not remember. There's a key. I'm gonna go ahead and let this charge back up. This is cool though. I like this quite a bit. These chains and a seemingly endless hallway. Oh, it's her again. So I guess the painting version of herself haunted both the husband and the wife. Then where was the oh hey, it's probably this actually. Let me stop her again. Pretty cool though, since this is a flashlight and not a lantern. You have a bigger range that you can use that from. I'm not quite sure what we picked up, but we picked something up. Okay. Well, we should be able to rotate back this way or that way? I don't know. Oops. Should be that way, right? No, but... Oh, that's like a... one of those things to tighten up, right? To tighten up, like, bandages or whatever, right? Seems like that's what that is. Yeah, for, like, tourniquets? Okay, so we gotta find all of the other items, okay.
I hate this, but it seems simpler than playing the violin. For now. Feels like sewing myself in.
Yeah, this is very much Silent Hill inspired, I feel. With all the... I don't know, I can... If you showed me a screenshot of this stuff and you told me this was in Silent Hill, I'd believe it. This is so cool. This is so fucking sick. Yeah. If they make the other world look anything like this in Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'd be happy. This is dope. Nice. I love that every time that the charge depletes, the bulb just explodes. Oh. Alright, here we are.
What would I do without you?
What was that?
Would be unbearable.
Laudanum. Oh, it Poison. Alright, sick. Nice. Let's grab the third and final item. Also, notice how every time that we spin the door in the chains and whatnot, there's different items. Pretty sure that looked like the husband. Morphine prescription. Patient name, illegible. Date, illegible. William H. Green, MD. This is a bandage, looks like. Well, okay. I'm not gonna follow you.
Take it away. I can't look at it. And don't try to bind me again.
Like, were they expecting me to go through that door? Nah, I got my item. I'm good. I'm out. See ya. And now all the chain... Ah, here we go.
What are you doing? I don't want it. Take it away. Take it away.
That is a long needle. Jesus. Oh, what's up, buddy? So now the chains should break, I guess. I thought maybe we had to like find something to actually break him, but I guess just that easy. Break the first chain.
I can't go on like this.
Oh, there.
I need to break free. If the finger you put it on has been deformed, destroyed, does the marriage even stand a chance?
Yeah. I would say it does.
Luckily, I can take refuge in music.
And again, I'm not her husband, so I'm not an
That's
ass.
when my shackles get lighter, if only for a little while. Even the gramophone helps sometimes. I feel much better after listening to some vinyls. Also seems to think it helps.
Oh! Oh! That was a typo, chat. She says vinyls, but in the text they only put it singular. Gonna refund it. Can't have typos in my games. Dude, is that rum chata? Close, it is rum. It is rum.
We thought everything we wanted to hide would fit here. How stupid we were. Today, a lock jammed in the bedroom door. I started screaming, begging anyone to open. It was a good half hour before a maid showed up. I don't understand. I lock the door in the house all the time. But something about being in a room I couldn't leave was just unbearable.
There's a name for that. I don't remember what it is, but there's a name for the phobia of feeling trapped, right? Like a bird in a cage.
I can't breathe in here.
Exactly. Help! Hopefully nobody in chat has claustrophobia. Breathe.
Even my instruments
Yeah, that's usually a
have
pretty
their
good thing to do.
prisons.
Just in general. Just in general, breathing usually helps with, you know, staying alive and whatnot. Ah, we got the skill thing again. Although this time the
Do you
skills
wanna
have
stay
not
with me,
been
little
ticked.
bird? It's safe here. Suffocating, but safe.
Do we put the bird in a cage or do we let it go free? I
Maybe
think we
you
let
wanna
it go
fly
free.
away into the unknown
I think we
and
let it
learn
go
how to
free.
breathe again.
I mean, it's dead. It ain't going anywhere, but...
Will it be better outside?
There's more risks, but better than being locked in a cage. That's a conundrum, isn't it? Is it better to live... Well... I was gonna say, is it better to live free and run into risks?
There's nowhere to run.
Or live caged but be safe? But yeah, no, that's a silly question. I'd certainly pick to be free, even if it means having risks. What? Did I not make it through in time? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I know it now. I measured. My room is shrinking every day. He paints it at night and every...
Oh, fuck. I have the bad habit of right-clicking sometimes. Just like while I'm waiting, just right-clicking. I gotta stop doing that. Keep forgetting that right-click pulls us out of the dialogue.
I feel like my life is falling apart. Everything I touch breaks.
Oh. Ooh, Chad, this is not good. I was gonna say, am I dead again? Like, what? Alright. No, we're good. We're good. Sort of. Sort of. Cool paintings, though.
The painting is so bland that you have to focus to see that it's even there. Looks like the work of a person afraid to change his surroundings. Someone who's resigned and isn't willing to put himself out there. Who hates to see even his loved ones out and about and free. A man who will imprison his family just to stop them from getting better than him.
Damn. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, we can't open that up. No, we can open this. Can we break the chains now, I suppose? Yeah, should be able to. I'm assuming these are the second chains. And I'm going to assume there's only 3 chains, perhaps.
Let me out!
Hey, into the basement we go. Hey, that candelabra is not gonna get me again.
This place, it had great
Good.
acoustics. I could move souls. I could do anything I wanted with them. If I had them listening. This here, it was my place of power.
Oh, so that's why she mentioned the ring thing. I thought only her face got disfigured, but yeah, no, okay. She suffered way more. Would explain why she needed to, you know, practice more. She made the comment in the main game. We saw a document that made comments about her needing to practice to get better, and her husband telling her that she needed to rest instead. And, oh, I can't move because of that.
Today after dinner, I tried to pick up the violin, and I just couldn't grasp the bow. The problem wasn't even holding it properly. It was holding it at all and not letting go, not screaming with pain. It's like my hands are in shackles, like every finger has its own ball and chain.
Yeah, I've known people
them
that have had,
properly.
like, nerve issues or muscle issues in their hands, and yeah, it's rough. Like, they have an incredible hard time, obviously, grasping anything. So I presume, obviously, if you were in a fire accident, perhaps you could have received some muscle damage or nerve damage, and yeah, that would make it incredibly hard to be able to hold anything. It's painful, right?
She couldn't play, of course. But her dreams about music were something to behold.
Oh, there's something I wanted to mention. What's interesting about this DLC, unlike the daughter's DLC, we didn't know how that story was gonna go. Because that was the daughter, a character that we really didn't get to see much of. Also, that painting, fucking sick. That we really didn't get to see much of in the base game at all. We only, like, knew about the daughter and what happened to the daughter, like, little things about her childhood through notes and whatnot. But we never got to, like, experience it. So that was a piece of the... Excuse me. A piece of the story that... that we didn't quite get to see. This will be interesting, though, because, I mean, we will obviously be able to see how the wife is going to, how the wife experienced her life from the point of the accident on. But we obviously know how the story is going to end, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
A painting as boring as this one could be conceived only by a person who doesn't feel or understand emotion anymore. A vile, heartless man, locked in a bland, boring prison.
There's a group, all I know is I skip. Yeah, I mean, not everybody's gonna be everybody's cup of tea, right? Nor should anybody try to appeal to anybody, right? That's the beauty of content creation, you know? There's somebody out there for everybody. It's kind of why I tell some people, right? Because I have a few friends that are like, oh, you know, I kind of want to start streaming, but I don't know if I should do this. Who's even going to watch it? You stream, somebody's going to watch it. It's all a matter on how you end up marketing yourself, right? It's all a matter of how you... Oh, shit. Hey, that's rough. It's all a matter on how you market yourself. It's... Do we just go? Guess we just go. It's all a matter of how you market your content, the steps you take, you know. If you want to do something, do it. Don't worry about on who's gonna watch it. Somebody's gonna watch it. Somebody's gonna watch it. Oh, elevator. We gotta go. The fucking painting! God damn it! Get out of here. Dude, look at this. Oh, and then it turns into like a vertical fall. Dude, that is so tight. Imagine adding just like proper combat to something like this. Oh man. People still think that Bloober won't be able to do Silent Hill. Oh, come on, dude. That was dope.
No, I don't want more strangers to see me like this.
But I can't do this alone. I'm not a doctor. There's my work, there's our daughter. There's too much for one person. Please, darling, we need help.
But the medicine helps. It isn't that bad. My body will heal. I will heal. I need to be with my loved ones. With you. Not with the doctors. We can't let that accident take our life from us.
I do need to work up on my personal marketing, indeed. Yeah, I mean, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that it's about luck. It's a lot less about luck than most people think it is. There is obviously a degree of luck. You could take all the right steps and still never succeed as a content creator. That's just how it is. And the longer you go and the more people join in on the content creation run, the harder it's going to be because you have more competition, right? But there's certainly steps that you can do, right? Obviously, creating content on other platforms, you know, staying active on social media, marketing yourself. You know, like, the networking is a huge one, right? Getting into other people's communities, you know, the right communities is a big one. Creating actual connections with people has helped a lot. It's helped me. When I first started streaming, getting to know Bird and getting to know Elvish and getting into their community brought in a lot of people that you still see to this day, right? Like, for example, Mystic is here because of Bird. She doesn't know it, but Mystic is on this channel because of Bird Brain. I met Undead through Bird Brain, and because I met Undead through Bird Brain, I met Mystic through Undead. And so therefore, you know, it led down to a chain. So there's a lot of people that I know now and that still visit the stream because of communities that I've joined and people that I've met. Even Sly. I met Sly because Pone recommended me to him. Now Sly, he's a regular. Obviously, he lives in the UK, right? So a bit of a time zone issue. But he is a regular to the stream and to the community, active in Discord and whatnot. So networking is probably the single most important thing you can do. Obviously, you want to network with the right communities, right? Now, I'm no fucking streaming guru, so whatever I'm saying now, take it with a big grain of salt. But like, for example, if most of what you stream is, say, horror games, you certainly don't want to join a community that predominantly streams Fortnite, right? Because sure, you might be able to get some people, you know, you make some friends and, you know, they're going to come over and support you because they like you, not your games. But likelihood is that you have, that you're going to have less of a success in bringing people over that like something completely different. Now, that doesn't mean hunt down communities just for the sake of bringing them to your stream, because that also won't work. You have to build real relationships, right? You gotta, at the end of the day, network with like-minded individuals, with people that you can be on the same page with people that, you know, you're going to like and enjoy having around. But that's probably one of the most important things you can do. At the end of the day, there is, like, no real key to success, right? When it comes to streaming. Welcome in, Creature. There are certainly steps that are tried and true and that can help you succeed, but you're just gonna have to obviously do whatever works for you, right? That's just it at the end of the day. I like a very minimalistic setup. That's how I like it. That's how I present myself. It works for me. You might see people that have very crowded setups, right? Where, like, their screen is full of fucking things flying everywhere. I would hate that. I wouldn't be happy having that on my screen. It wouldn't make me happy as I'm streaming, right? So, but that works for some people. Same thing with not having a camera. Works for some, doesn't work for others. You just got to keep trying. And then when you find something that try to understand why that worked versus the other things. And if you're okay with that thing and you enjoyed that thing, then keep doing that thing, right? But there is no key to victory. There's no key to victory when it comes to content creation. Again, there's certainly things you can do, but at the end of the day, what works for you is not going to work for me. What works for me is not going to work for you. But networking is certainly an incredible, powerful tool. You can meet people, you can meet other communities, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's not only that, but you can meet people that maybe have talents, and maybe, hey, you might meet somebody that's like, you know what, I can help you out with artwork for your stream. Or you might meet somebody that's like, you know what, I'm trying to learn editing. I don't mind editing some of your videos just to get some practice. You know what I mean? Obviously, again, don't join a community just trying to, you know, try to get free shit or try just for the you know, you got to build real relationships. But networking is probably the single most powerful tool for a content creator, I think. The only content I do is the live streaming. I need to do other content on social media. Networking is my struggle. Talking to people is draining. I'm here because of Panechma's raid while RET speedruns, yep. And speaking of content on other platforms, obviously don't be, if you do, once you start doing it, I say this is what you should do, but I'm terrible because I'm not following my own advice. I'm terrible when it comes to time management and actually like creating other content. Don't be afraid to change up your shit, right? So like if you go in and you make some game clips, and they don't work, understand why they don't work. Maybe you made them too short. Maybe there's not enough build up to the punchline. Maybe there is no punchline. Maybe more educational content would work for you, and then you can build a following on a platform with educational content, and then try to bring them over. You know, like you got to try out what works. But certainly putting content out there is better than not putting any content at all, right? People will watch, even if it's one person, right? That is still one more person than you had before, right? One is better than zero in most cases, right? Assuming they're not assholes, in which case you don't want them in your community. Did we read this? Yeah, I guess so, if she's not. Yeah. Again, I do think it's less about luck than some people would lead you to believe. But at the same time, as the platforms get more and more crowded, it is going to be increasingly difficult to get yourself discovered. So you could potentially be an incredibly skilled and entertaining son of a gun, and then never be discovered. Or you could be somebody that's kind of just mildly entertaining, but somehow you have something that goes viral and you catch enough people, you know? There's some elements of luck for sure, but you gotta put in the work.
I try to think of better times. Of our engagement, of the exhibition we did together. His paintings on the walls, my music in the air. Freedom.
You're my favorite non-Brazilian streamer, let's go! I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's also a matter of being honest with yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to do what you find enjoyable, right? You need to do something that makes you comfortable, makes you at ease, and that you have fun doing. Because if you do something that gains you popularity, and then you don't have fun doing it, you're not going to be able to uphold it for a long time, right? So that's important, but you have to be honest with yourself, right? Are you doing content creation because you want it to potentially be a career, or are you doing content creation as a hobby? Because then you got to treat it accordingly, right? If you're doing content creation because you want it to be a career, you got to treat it like a career, and you got to make sound business decisions, and you got to make sound marketing decisions, right? Because otherwise, if you're just hitting the live button and going live and you want it to be a career, that's just not going to work. Might have worked 10 years ago. It's not going to work now, you know? So yeah, you got to be honest with yourself. Why you're doing it. Make sure you're doing something you enjoy, network. Because I think that's important to be on the same page with yourself. I know a few people that started streaming because they wanted it to be a career, and then it's almost as if they were trying to like gaslight themselves. Well, I don't care about the numbers, I don't care about this, I'm just doing it because I want to have fun. But then they get upset when they don't get the numbers, you know? And it's like, okay, if you're saying you don't care about the numbers, you're just doing this to have fun, why are you stressing about the numbers? Are you sure that you don't care? Be honest with yourself. If you do care and you're upset that you're not hitting certain viewer goals, that you're not hitting certain whatever goal, right? Be honest with yourself and then try to act accordingly. Because if you gaslight yourself into thinking, oh, well, I don't care. I mean, I do want it to be a career, but I don't care. I don't care, right? I'm just here for the fun. I don't care. But then you grind and pound yourself into the ground because like, oh man, I lost some followers. Oh man, I'm not getting enough viewers. Oh man, you know, be honest with yourself. You gotta be, Che. You gotta be honest with yourself.
I started practicing again. It isn't much and is frustrating, but it feels good. Keeps telling me that I should be careful. I don't think he believes I can get better. I think he likes it that I'm locked here, in this house, in my body, with him having all the control.
Being honest with
Trapped in this
yourself
house,
is also going to give
in
you,
his body,
obviously, peace of
in my head.
mind, right?
This is where we pretended to be normal, sane, stable people.
Oh, that's a big
Where the
chain.
shackles were the heaviest.
Interesting. We can't interact with anything in here, and the painting is different. I was gonna say something else, and then it completely escaped my mind. cage.
A library is so much more than just a room. It's an escape. Hundreds of escape exits.
Yeah. That is true. You can use books. You can use stories to sort of escape in the moment anyways, the mundane, your everyday life.
You have a responsibility. There's a child who needs you. I understand this is hard. I understand that you're in pain. But you are a mother, for God's sake.
Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being honest with yourself. I know that there's a lot of people that don't like mentioning that they want to do content creation as a potential career. I know that there's, for some God forbidden reason, there's some stigma. Yeah, I forgot the bulb explodes. There's some stigma against it. If a small streamer mentions it, that they're in it for money because they want it to be. I mean, at the end of the day, what the fuck is a career if not a way to earn a living, right? you don't go to work to not earn a living, right? So why would content creation be any different? But for some reason, there's like some stigma against saying that you're doing it for money, that you're doing it for a potential career. Like people would poke fun at you or whatever, you know. So a lot of streamers can't be honest with themselves because they, you know, if somebody asks them that question, oh, why are you doing this? You know, then they'll typically shy away from answering honestly because they get prodded at. Which is another thing, chat. Just don't give a shit about what people say. I know that's easier said than done. I've had, you know, for as much as I try not to give a shit, I've certainly had people grind my gears at times, but, you know, just ignore motherfuckers. You do you. Don't worry about what you're, well, this is gonna sound like an asshole thing to say, chat, but bear with me. Not that I don't care about your opinion, but you gotta do you, right? Holy shit, this is like an entirely different... You gotta do you. Don't do what your chat might like. Don't do what your chat wants. Do what you want, and then everything else will follow. Because again, you gotta be happy with what you're doing. You know? We gotta... Why can I not... Oh, we gotta go around. You gotta be happy with what you're doing. You gotta breed a community that sounds fucking weird. You gotta build, that's better. You gotta build a community that you enjoy. You gotta do the content you enjoy, right? Obviously, you can certainly take feedback from your community. You can certainly ask opinions of your community. I've done that in the past. I've put out surveys, you know, anonymous surveys. That way people don't, you know, call themselves out or whatever, right? I put out anonymous surveys in the past asking people like, you know, how do you feel about my stream? What do you find entertaining? What don't you like about my stream? Like stuff like that. I put stuff out like that in the past. There's nothing wrong with getting feedback and asking people for opinions. But at the end of the day, you got to do whatever you want. You got to build the community you want. Don't just do things for the sake of the community. Because you got to build the community you want.
I don't know what you should do, but I know this. Your husband is a grown man who swore to love you, honor you, comfort you, and keep you in sickness and in health. You know the damage the flames do better than anyone. Don't set yourself on fire to keep him warm.
That sounded a bit wrong. I don't mean don't do things for the sake of the community, because I do a few things for the sake of you guys, right? For your guys' entertainment. What I mean is don't do only things for your community. That's what I meant. Obviously, your community's there for you, and you should be there for your community. Much like you should have mutual respect for somebody that you care for. I feel like, you know, there needs to be a level of respect between chat and the streamer. But yeah. Make sure you're happy first before you try to please anybody else. Beans. Yeah. I mean, that's an example of I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of thing, right? You guys get entertainment, I get money. But that is certainly something that I do more for you guys than anything, because I fucking hate those things. If I could find a replacement for the beans that worked as well as the beans, I'd fucking use it in a heartbeat. Okay, and the other chain will be on that side. Oh yeah, the liver ones are amazing. Liver and onions. Liver and onions. Don't forget. God, I can't believe it. Even the dog food beans were never that bad. They just sucked. The flavor lasted forever and it was horrible, but that was it. But man, that liver bean, as soon as I take a bite, I can't hold it. It sucks. It's so bad. It is so bad.
When I had Sebastian, I thought I will be the best mother to ever walk the earth. And it almost killed me. With Margaret, I give myself more space to breathe, to be myself. I am happier for that. And the children seem to be happier too.
Not as long as you would think. The bandage one, for example, lingers for a lot longer. The dog food one lingered around for longer, too. Oh, man. That's not good. Yeah, short way of putting it is essentially your chat needs to be a reflection of you, not the other way around. This is such a cool area. Oh, shit. Man, there's a downstairs, too. All right. Yeah, I don't quite remember all of this. Again, I can't tell if it's memory failing me or if this is actually new. But this is sick nonetheless.
Practice makes perfect.
It does. It does. I gotta get those beans just to see the liver one. I need to know as someone who likes liver. I believe it's the latest edition one, so what is it, 6th edition, 7th edition? Whichever is the latest edition is the one that has the liver beans. It's locked.
There's almost nothing left of her now, but the sadness remains.
Now keep in mind that everything that this entity is saying not only fits... Oh, there it is. It brought us out on the other side. Not only fits for the current character that we're playing as, but it's also very much fitting for the writer. And I do think that the entity is not so much talking to the character in here, but to the writer as she's writing or reading this. Suppose let's go this way first. Oh wow, there's actually a few. Holy shit, there's actually a few paths. Huh. Dead end. Spooky whispers. Or I'll be sure to give them a proper taste test, see if it actually tastes like it, or if they fuck something up, because liver is good, and I stand by that. I mean, I presume that if you do get liver and you cook it, you know, in the sense of making it a meal, you know, it's going to taste good. I'm sure that they made it taste bad on purpose.
feel like it's the house that is moving around me, not me moving around the house. My head is spinning.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. You know, on top of, and I know that it's just the chains and literally nothing else, but on top of giving me like good Silent Hill vibes, this also sort of gives me Hellraiser vibes with all the chains.
There's so much power. It shouldn't be so prominent in a 3 or maybe 2-year-old, but I remember it clearly. The realization that the piano would do what I wanted it to. The feeling of complete control. From that day, I strived for it.
Start as a hobby, trying to change it into a career. Yeah, that's certainly the way to look at it. You certainly don't want to dive all in, especially if you don't have other means of income or other things, right? I know there's a lot of full-time content creators that still hold their job, but the only time you really want to dive deep into it with the mindset of I'm gonna try to make it a career is if you can, one, afford to not have an income, right? And you're like, you know what? I got a fuckload of money set aside. I know I have a job lined up. This year, 2 years, I'm gonna see where it goes, and then by the time I get the job, then, you know, if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. Right? Or if you're like young and you're, you know, in a transitionary period between high school and college, or you're still living with your parents, or whatever it is, right? Like, if you want to dive deep into it, you gotta make sure that you're stable. But yeah, this is certainly, with how uncertain content creation is, it's not something you certainly want to like, I'm gonna quit my job and do it, unless you have like a hell of a fucking surefire plan. And even then, you should probably not do it. It's not a very sound decision. Follow the light, I guess. There's a lot of twists and turns around here. Door's locked. Rude.
I need books. I need them to stop being me. I can't stand being me.
The actual job is going through some bad situations. Oh. This almost looks like the inside of a ship. This is the outside of the house. Obviously, right? That just being like open and this being like, you know, brick wall with the... Yeah, you can even see inside the house. That's cool. But this almost looks like the hull of a ship. Oh, this looks so sick! God, I love the visuals in this game. Run.
Do you remember the saying that behind every great man stands a great woman? Your husband has the bearing of a great man. But without your help, without someone who's always there for him, who keeps the home fires, he will wither and die. You proved yourself to be a strong woman. I know you have it in you to be there for him, even now. The tragedy that hurt you hurt him too. I know you have compassion in your heart. Reach for it.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though. Like, sure, you can be compassionate towards your husband, but, I mean, she's dealing with her own problems, and her husband is not exactly being the most supportive person. Arguably, she lost more than her husband did.
There is no escape.
Spooky. Oh, I guess the flashing lamps are supposed to... I mean, I was already following the flashing lamps, but are they supposed to specifically indicate rooms that I've not yet been in? Like this... Oh. Oh, oh, we dropped the chest. That's what that sound was. Okay. I didn't realize we had done that already.
Can I have to. I have to get it back. I have to learn to write again.
What should I write? Chat? Which one should we go for? Chat, we must choose the tattered paper or the intact paper. What should I write? This is still not the right song, dog. Okay, hold on a minute, chat. Oh my, I keep trying to do the fucking bit and Spotify is just letting me down. Hold on. Saw theme. Why can't I find it on Spotify, dog? Am I just tripping? Oh, it is over here. Oh, but it has the overture part to it. Normal seems smart. I will go with the normal paper. It's a treacherous situation. Lore could be hiding behind the burnt. Well, chat, you gotta make your choice. Uncover a dark past. Or write a new bright future. You gotta make your choice. Live or die.
This is my
Wanna flip a coin?
Yo, what's up,
Mystic!
Cannoli and chat?
You wanna have everything leaning on the flip of a coin? Yo, Sudith, welcome in. Thank you for the 16-month resub. You didn't have to do it, but you did it anyways. I appreciate it. The burned paper. Burned paper. Intact paper. We gotta make a choice. One is free. One is chained up. Pull the table over. Chat, do we seek freedom or do we seek imprisonment? Do we take the risk of freedom? Do we take the comfort of being imprisoned? The door ahead will not open unless we take a risk. Sudith wants to take a risk. Creature wants to take a risk. Gobani and Mystic both said to go with the clean paper on their first. We gotta pick it. We gotta grab the clean paper. This is now or never. Oh shit. Oh shit. Violin or a noose.
When I had Sebastian, I thought I would be the best mother to ever walk the earth. And it almost killed me. With Margaret, I give myself more space to breathe, to be myself. I am happier for that. And the children seem to be happier too.
Yo, Ghost, welcome and hope you're doing well. Yeah, 16 months. Holy.
I don't know what you should do, but I know this. Your husband is a grown man who swore to love you, honor you, comfort you, and keep you in sickness and in health. You know the damage the flames do better than anyone. Don't set yourself on fire to keep him warm.
The surge of power. It shouldn't be so prominent in a 3 or maybe 2-year-old, but I remember it clearly.
1 month more than this. Let's go. Get wrecked, this.
The feeling of complete control. From that day.
Second longest sub ever? Hell yeah. Now we just gotta make it the first longest sub. I appreciate it. I still need to play your game. Damn. Dude, do you get any royalties from that?
You have a responsibility. There's a child who needs you. I understand this is hard. I understand that you're in pain. But you are a mother, for God's sake.
Practice makes perfect.
Good luck. You and Lobos run concurrently, and he has... Oh, man! We gotta shut him down.
Do you remember the saying that behind every great man stands a great woman? Your husband has the bearing of a great man. But without your help, without someone who's always there for him, who keeps the home fires, he will wither
and die. All right, chat.
I need to learn myself again.
We gotta try to make the best, chat. No reason to burn because our husband is being a dick. I started keto weeks ago. No macaroni for me. Damn. Yeah, no carbs is rough. Carbs is the best shit on the planet. Good luck, though.
Dearest, you were just a child. But in 10 years' time, you'll be a woman. It's a hard part to play. I want to tell you the lessons I learned when my life fell apart. When you become a mother, give yourself space to breathe, to be yourself. You'll be happier, and your children will be too. There is no such thing as a perfect mother. The only rule is to love your child. In marriage, remember, he is your husband, not your child. A grown man who swore to love you, honor you, and keep you in sickness and in health. Care for him deeply, but don't forget about yourself. If you pursue art, use it to discover the deepest truth of your own soul. Then everything else, fame, money, won't even matter. Once you learn how to uncover your own soul with your art, when you feel that surge of power, that's when you'll know that you're an artist. I pray that you don't have to learn these lessons the hard way. I love you, always.
Hell of a note to leave for her daughter. Hell of a note. Time to undo the final shackles. Fuck you too, game.
It's like I'm always bound.
I was able to fit my feet into a pair of boots I've had for 2 years and was never able to wear. Nice. My diet is like 40% carbs. Yeah, me too. I eat a lot of like noodles. I eat a lot of pot stickers. I eat a lot of pizza. I eat a lot of pasta, ramen, you know, Thai food and whatnot. Like, basically, I think almost every meal I have has some level of, you know, burgers and sandwiches, you name it. I don't think I go a day without consuming carbs. It'd certainly be hard for me to give it up. Nor would I ever want to, as a matter of fact.
All I wanted was for her to be happy and free.
Yeah, it just slams it like, hey man, what the fuck? Oh, didn't see anything.
Honey, wait for me.
That's not your daughter, silly.
There's always a way to connect with the things we love. And this way is acceptance.
Hey, it's, I forgot his name. It's Scooter!
Not so
Scooter!
fast.
That's locked.
There was one reason for her to be strong. Her little daughter. But it was all wrong. Wait for Mommy.
No, I'm surprised the door didn't slam behind it.
When in darkness, try to remember that you have a daughter. You brought her into this world, and she needs you. Be strong for her, if not for yourself.
I'm really trying to lose weight. I've been walking and swimming almost every day as well. Hell yeah, dude. I wish you all the luck you need.
She likes to dance, my free bird.
She can dance if we want to.
Ignorant of the prison this world is.
She can
I
leave
wish I
her
could
world
play
behind.
something for her. I need
can leave
to
her
play
friends
something
behind.
for her.
Yeah, you can leave your friends behind, chat, honestly. Because if they don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're certainly no friends of mine.
They tried to play, but it was insane. To caress a child with hands bound with chain. Come on, sweetie. You know Mommy can't go down there with you.
Well, we're certainly gonna try, I suppose.
She doesn't even know what to do with the dolls. She mostly tries to make them go to us when we call her. I think sometimes she ties them and locks them up.
Damn.
You can't remember.
Yeah, we're having a little difficulty doing so, but... Who needs to remember when you have creepy hallucinations showing you the way, right? You can definitely climb these still. Come, get out of here, game. You can so climb these still.
She named it Mr. Quiet. Mr. Quiet is her favorite toy. He never screams, she told me. He never makes a sound.
I don't know if those are the exact lyrics. Those are just the lyrics I think are correct in my head. I don't know if those are the actual correct lyrics. Chad, this is Silent Hill 4. The chains, the wheelchairs, it all makes sense. Being trapped in a room? Oh my god, the entire DLC is a Silent Hill 4 reference. I like how she nudged forward right as our light bulb ran out. It made it seem like it was like some kind of explosion. Fight it! Gotta fight it! Oh, chat! What did I say about keeping it in your pants? Come on! Well, actually, don't come on anything. This is disgusting. Come on, man. See, once again, this is why the maid did not want to work at the house anymore. Having to clean all of this up. Oh, never mind. It's gone. We're good.
Spends a lot of time with her father. I don't like it, but maybe it's for the best. She should learn who her parents are. The sooner the better. She needs to be strong to survive in this prison.
That's the same note? Okay.
You made a vow, after all, to be together in health and sickness. Your husband also needs a refuge, someone to rely on. Please keep going.
Beatrice Gillespie. I don't aim with your best beam. Made that joke twice now. I gotta stop.
I need to do more. If they see me playing a sonata, they won't lock me up.
Oh, did they want... Oh, so... Okay, that's why she ended up taking her life, too. Or rather, I suppose that adds to it, right? Because she doesn't want to leave her daughter. So that's why she wanted to try so hard to be able to make music again. That's what I guess that she meant by, you know, if I don't, they'll lock me up. Because she doesn't want to go completely insane. Realizes they might, you know, take her to an asylum, obviously, and that would rip her away from her daughter.
What happened to them is, of course, tragic. But it was also something that happened to you. As your relationship changes, your art will change with it. You should take extra care of yourself in this difficult period.
Okay. Oh. Here.
As far as beauty goes, this painting is the antithesis of it. A slap in the face of aesthetic.
What's wrong with that painting?
Did it even understand what beauty is? Or did whining about the ugliness of his surroundings strip him of the ability to perceive and create art? In the prison of his own mind, beauty ceased to exist.
That also explains, like, the scribbled writing, right? She's trying to write with a hand that, you know, she can't quite use. What do you mean, where's the beauty in this painting? I think this painting is dope. You know what? 1 point to the husband, -1 for the wife. Just for having terrible taste. Oh, are we gonna have access to the bathroom now?
What is left of it now? Of our love, so pure, so ideal. When all I am is blood and pus. A pile of screaming flesh locked in a prison that is this house. No wonder you run towards your canvas. No wonder you love your art more than me.
That's tough.
Everything in my life is tainted now. Soaked in ever-moving shadows the flames cast on me. They surround the cell I'm locked in, and there seems to be no escape. Yesterday, I played with our daughter for a while. She was a bit shy at first, but then she loosened a bit. started to laugh and dance. I felt the happiness coming. It was just at the door. And then, like a guard in a prison, feeling that I might just catch a glimpse of freedom, the pain came. I saw the fear in her eyes. In her mind, I must be a maimed monster, haunting her worst nightmares.
Damn. That sucked. This entire situation that this family found itself in sucks. Now, again, this is a story that is being told, right? This isn't like... I mean, if my assumption is correct, which I'm assuming it is, like, we found enough pieces in the writer that made it true enough that, you know, I feel like I am correct. But yeah, so, like, this isn't obviously something that happened to actual people in the game. This is a story, right? But it is a reflection of how the writer feels, though, about certain things in her own life.
Both your art and hers will reach new heights. It's just a matter of time and of her wanting to heal.
Must have been the wind. I guess there is one more chain as well. Never mind. There's a few more. There's a few more to go. Never mind. Hey, open that up. What the? It's gone.
Yes, I hid it. Can't you see what's happening to you? The rotten heart of our house.
Yo, Ken, welcome in.
There was a time when I couldn't spend a day without crying. But now, I don't even want to do that. It's like my emotions are locked in their own cage, and I can't even be bothered to look for the key.
Interesting. Oh, Sababi.
Playing with our daughter is usually a joyous occasion.
Did the sound effect not play?
Today, though, I had to ask her to leave almost mid-sentence. It's all these questions. How do you feel, Mommy? What do you think, Mommy? Mommy, why are you sad? What is your name, Mommy? I don't know, darling. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything but the fact that my chains grow heavier every day.
All right, let me fix that. Okay. Kisses your ears with no tongue. I don't know if that's supposed to be good or bad, but I'll take it. All right, we fix it. All right, let's. Oh, I didn't know I had to pick one. Oh, which part of me I want to destroy? Chat, we accidentally picked the right one. Let's go. I certainly would not have wanted to destroy the child. Okay, okay. I didn't pay attention, but we accidentally picked the right one. Let's go. That's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe I should pick that as a jump scare instead. Ah, I feel good. Na, 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 na.
I feel that my soul has gone sick, and that's why I'm writing to you. It's like all my energy has gone away. It is hard to even get out of bed. Not because of the pain. I don't mind the pain as much as I used to. I just can't see the point of getting up, eating, talking to anyone, living this life in the prison my body has become.
Depression's a bitch, chat. What part of me do I want to destroy? Oh. The painting or the news? Chat, what part of us do we destroy? The painting or the news? That's a trick question. That's a trick question. We want to eliminate the news. Yeah, the news has to go. That one's certainly not up to debate. That's a cool painting too. I like how they actually textured the painting though. That's sick. They could have just had it be a semi-flat image, but the fact that when you shine your light on it, you can actually see the texture of the painting, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little detail. There is no other way. But, I mean, clearly there is though, right? Oh. What do you know, you trying to trick me? Oh, never mind. I guess there is no other way. Never mind.
I can't help but thinking that what's happening to me is right on some level.
Only
I
to be
deserve
told
to
it
be
was
imprisoned
rhetorical.
in this body, in this house.
Hey, you picked the right answer,
After
though.
all, what can I bring to the outside world? Why should anyone love me, admire me, seek my company?
Because you are a wonderful human being, lady. That's why. And you deserve better. Did I say Soma was made by Bloober? Now, actually, I don't remember. Yeah, Observer is another game they made, as well as the Blair Witch game.
The symptoms you're describing aren't uncommon, especially among women and artists. Being that you are both, you are naturally more prone to hysteria and melancholy. I'd suggest avoiding extreme emotions and spending time in peaceful surroundings. In fact, we have a center for troubled women here and just over the sea.
Oh, yeah, I don't think this is the route that she's looking for. You got nightmares for a few days? I always wanted to play Observer Redux, since it's basically an Observer remake where they added more stuff and whatnot. I just don't feel like spending $30 for a game I already own. But I've always been interested
We had another argument today.
to see what they changed in that one.
Asked if I was feeling all right, and I just snapped. I don't understand why I'm being treated that way. The accident was ages ago. And I left largely unscathed. I'm fine now. It's like he wants me to be locked in this house forever. He was hurt. I could see that. And as ashamed as I am to admit it, it brought me a bit of satisfaction. What have I become?
Yeah, Observer was good. It's very slow at the start. It is very, very slow. I know quite a lot of people that dropped the game before it even picked up because it was just too slow. And I understand that. But yeah, once it starts to pick up, that game is very nice. Very interesting. No light. Okay. Ooh. Aha! She'll never be able to make it through that door. Ha ha. Aha. Oh, she actually can't. Okay, I was expecting her to chase us through the door. Never mind. That killed the bit that I wanted to do. All right, that's fine.
I wrote to the doctor declining his offer. I won't be locked up. I won't let them. I will get through this on my own. This is my head.
Yeah, okay, so I do think that perhaps the flashlight and all the stuff might be new. I think for these segments, you used to have to, like, sneak around, but now you can fight it off. I don't know where she went, but alright. Oh, dude, I thought it wasn't gonna get her for a second. I'm flickering the light on and off so I can let it recharge. Oh, are you kidding me? Woo! I ran out of room to back up and I should have gone around the corner and do it just to be safe, but we're good. We're good.
These chains are of our own making.
Scissors or violin? Well, we want to keep the violin. Oh, I guess it sort of gives you the answer of which one's good and whatnot. Yeah, we want to keep the violin. That's one of our passions. I don't remember what the meaning of the scissors was. I think we cut our hair or something like that. I don't quite remember though. Yeah, she's gone. Door's locked. All right, let's go get the key. Oh, we're done. Okay. Scissors are cool, especially when you run with them, right? It is also pretty symbolic that she is using her hand to break the chains. Her damaged hand to break the chains. All right. Oh. No. I'm gonna go get some water, be right back, no worries. And yet, no matter how hard we try to free ourselves, we always end up in the bedroom.
Pathetic. You weakling. You claim that you're perfect? Nothing would hurt you if it were the truth.
I don't think she claims that she's perfect at all, actually.
Perfection is incorruptible, eternal, proud. Look at you, chasing me around like a fool. What even am I to you? My true self. I am perfect. Nothing can hurt me.
Oh, never mind. I guess
This
she's
is just a test. And I'm passing it. Everything is fine.
Welcome back. We've lived through all the conversations so far, so I suppose that's good.
Why did you lie to me? We prepared for your visit, you know. John and Mary were delighted to see their aunt and uncle again. And you can't imagine their, and mine, disappointment when you never came. Your husband tells me you are in no fit state to travel, and that he told you as much. That he never agreed in the first place. Please, don't write to me until you're ready to face the truth about your condition.
Yeah. Tell you something, Chad. I certainly do not envy this poor lady. Oh, that's right. We don't have our flashlight now. I'm going to get myself some rest. See you, Cannoli and Chad. Have a good one, Gabani. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your rest. We shall see you around. Are there any new notes around? Doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll just go ahead and go downstairs since the painting room should be unlocked now.
My husband's palace. When he locked himself in there, the whole house felt like a prison cell.
This will be interesting without the flashlight. Especially if we get actually chased around. Oh, this is cool. Oh, damn! Well. Well done. If I don't remember wrong, this painting keeps recurring because I believe this is the painting that sort of made her husband famous, right?
I'm sorry for the late answer. These letters are hard to read for me. I don't sleep because I'm thinking about you and your misfortunes. I need a break after each letter. And when I come back to it to write the answer, there's always a matter of deciphering. Your handwriting. I'm sure you know it's not as beautiful as it used to.
Let me see if I can summarize it. So, Layers of Fear, the one we're playing right now, is a remake of Layers of Fear 1 and Layers of Fear 2. This is the second DLC of Layers of Fear 1. The story of the first game has you follow a painter who is a husband and a father as well. He marries the person we're playing as right now, and they end up working together. She's a musician, he's a painter. Both are artists, and within the love of art, they met each other. Unfortunately, the husband sort of gets consumed by his work, so they sort of lose communication. They start talking through notes, and then eventually there is an accident at a big opening of a new opera house, or whatever you want to call it, where his wife was going to play. This accident was a fire. It ended up damaging her hand, so she can't really hold her child. She can't really play with her child. She can't really write. She can't paint. She can't play instruments. She is left disabled for all intents and purposes. And she's also left disfigured. She no longer finds herself as beautiful as she once was, and neither does her husband. Her husband sees her as a monster, and it doesn't help that she's obviously spiraling down into depression. And in that same process, the husband also ends up becoming an alcoholic, becoming more aggressive, becoming more violent. And between this dynamic of both of them sort of hating one another while still loving one another, and both of them spiraling into depression and falling victim to their own dark places. I don't remember what ends up happening to the husband, but the husband is trying to create his magnus opus, which is a painting of his wife. He's trying to recreate his wife to be as beautiful as she once was, and that's consuming his life, as he seemingly cannot. Because even if the painting comes out perfect, he doesn't see his wife as such anymore. And unfortunately, the wife ends up taking her own life. You then play the DLC, which is the daughter, now grown up, returning to the house, revisiting and recollecting the memories of her fucked up childhood, essentially having these two parents, you know, spiraling into depression and being aggressive and violent against one another, and in turn taking it out on the daughter. And now, in the second DLC, we're playing as the wife. We already know how it's going to end because of the main game, but we're now seeing what the wife was feeling, how she was seeing her every day. Now, there's a twist. In the remake, they've added a new chapter, which is the writer. If you've played the OG, you were thinking that you were just seeing what these three characters were seeing, and that it was just that. But as it turns out, this is a story being written by the writer, which is a new addition with the remake. But the writer herself is experiencing some paranormal things. She's sort of losing her own sanity. And a lot of the stuff that we see in here, and a lot of the dialogue that this entity that we see throughout the game and in the lighthouse that we will return to after this. While it seems like the entity's talking to the characters in the book, it seems like it's actually talking directly to the writer. So it was a nice way of turning this into a story to tie it in with the second game, which I'm assuming the second game will also end up being a story written by the writer. We'll find out as we go through, but that's sort of the gist of what has happened up until now. I say the gist, but I basically described everything. But yeah, no, it's a pretty cool game. There's no combat. It's really a walking sim. It has some puzzles, which are bare minimum. They're basic, very basic. Nothing too hard or complex. But the main draw of this game is the trippy visuals and spatial play.
Yesterday I was woken up by, I think, the most terrible sound I've ever heard. Like a sick cat being slowly strangled. It took me a long time to realize it was the violin. She picked it up and tried to play. I think there's no coming back for her.
Creature, thank you for... Jesus. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. You have yourself a good night. Thank you for the alert, Sudith.
From what you write, this whole situation is very hard for your child. Maybe you should spend less time with her. I know it's painful, but I believe it will be for the best. You both need time.
Yeah, this friend, Beatrice Gillespie, seems to be kind of like her only way of remaining sane to an extent, as she's, you know, another person to talk to and confide in. Obviously, she can't talk to her husband, and her daughter at this point is still like an infant, so she can't really talk to her daughter either. And there we are.
If you refuse to take on recommended treatment and visit my facility, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you.
Dude, okay, both of the paths connect. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I progress too far forward that the two paths didn't lead to two different areas. But no, they both connect to the same. We are quite literally spiraling down. But quite a literal representation of what I just described,
I don't
right?
think you fully understand your condition.
Dude, for a second I thought Donkey was voice.
To be honest, lucky to be alive.
The way it started off, I thought Donkey was voicing.
Your body to come back to normal. To be healthy is like demanding a broken mirror to fix itself. Man. You're doing great progress and you're healing. But I'm afraid things won't be back to normal. No doctor on Earth can make the pain go away. I'm truly sorry to tell you that. But you will have to learn to live with it.
Damn, that is a rough truth. Representing my mind for real. Damn.
I hope you'll understand one day. All my life, I was told to strive for perfection. And I didn't strive, I achieved it. I was the most talented musician, the most inspiring muse, the most caring mother, the perfect wife. I never accepted my own weakness as an excuse. And then it caught up to me.
Yep.
Now there is no coming back. The life we had. There's no use. How could they understand it if I don't? I think I just need something that will work. I need this to end. There is no coming back to the perfection I once had. No coming back to chaining myself into the roles people want me to play. No coming back to crushing my soul under others' expectations that I think are my own. There will be no coming back here. I'm ugly. I'm disabled. I'm useless. I'm free.
So, yeah, even... I don't know if that's meant to be taken literal or not. I don't think we can actually change the course of what happened. Now, while we don't exactly, obviously, see the musician's body in the base game when we play as the artist, it's heavily inferred that she took her own life. She could no longer stand to live with it. We do see her hold a knife there, but she drops it, obviously, because she can't hold it, but she ends up writing, dropping the book, and then leaving through the front door. That can just very much still be a visual representation of her feeling like she's free. As she says, she's now free, and she's leaving. But I do think she still took her own life. There clearly are some choices that we can take that might change the ending, and perhaps if there is a different ending to that DLC, we might actually lead her to take her own life, and we can see her actually going through with it. So I don't know if that's meant to be taken literal, that she walked out the front door, or if it's meant to just be a metaphor, or if it's left ambiguous on purpose. I guess if we want to think about it as a happy ending, maybe she just decided to leave. Maybe she went back to the clinic, right? Since they told her that they can find help for her at a clinic, maybe she decided to go to the clinic. I